Well, Chelsea fans, that was more like it, wasn't it? A comfortable 3-0 win against Club America in their third preseason friendly. After that early bump in the road against Celtic, and let's be honest, that draw with Wrexham wasn't exactly electrifying. The Blues looked a bit more like their old selves out there in Atlanta. It's early days, of course, but you could see Enzo Maresca's fingerprints all over this performance. The passing was crisper, the movement was sharper, and there was a real hunger to win the ball back quickly. This was a good start for the new gaffer, and a much-needed confidence booster for the lads. But let's dig a little deeper into the key takeaways from this match. Now then, one of the most intriguing aspects of this game was the sight of Reece James lining up, not at right back, but in the center of defense. He was essentially operating as a right-sided center back, almost like an inverted fullback, if you will. And you know what? He looked right at home. We all know what Reece can do going forward. He's a weapon of mass creation from that right-hand side. But here, we saw a different side to his game. A more measured, almost Franz Beckenbauer-esque performance. Okay, maybe that's pushing it a bit, but you get my drift. He read the game superbly, snuffed out danger before it even materialized, and his distribution, as always, was top-notch. It'll be interesting to see if Maresca persists with this. It could be a masterstroke, freeing up James to dictate play from a deeper position. It's a gamble, no doubt, but then again, fortune favors the brave, as they say. And who knows, this new role could unlock a whole new level to Reece James's game. Another player who caught the eye was Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall. Now, he's been on the sideline for the previous 2 games due to fitness issues, but now with a new manager at the helm, he's got a fresh opportunity to stake his claim. And you know what they say, new manager, new signing, same difference, right? Well, Kiernan looked right up for it from the first whistle. He's already familiar with Maresca's methods from their time together at Leicester City, and it showed. He was everywhere, snapping into tackles, linking up play intelligently, and generally making a nuisance of himself in that midfield. He's got that bit of bite, that tenacity that every successful team needs, and you could tell he was enjoying himself out there. He played with a smile on his face, and that's what you want to see. He's got a real opportunity here, and if he keeps performing like this, he could become a key player for Chelsea this season. Now let's talk about the main man himself, Christopher Nkunku. 3 goals on 3 games of the preseason. Not a bad way to introduce yourself to the Chelsea faithful, eh? He was a constant threat throughout the game, drifting between the lines, picking up pockets of space, and causing all sorts of problems for the Club America defense. He's got that same sort of aura about him as Eden Hazard, that ability to glide past defenders as if they're not even there. And the way he dispatched those penalties, cool, calm, and collected, he's clearly a player with bags of confidence, and that's infectious. If he can stay fit, Chelsea have got themselves a real gem here. He's going to score a lot of goals in a Chelsea shirt, I'm convinced of it. Remember the name Christopher Nkunku? He's here, he's arrived, and he means business. Speaking of penalties, did you clock that little change there? Seems Enzo Maresca has brought his own penalty-taking hierarchy with him from Leicester City. Gone are the days of the captain taking the spot kick no matter what. Now it's all about who's feeling it, who fancies their chances. And on this occasion, it was Nkunku who stepped up, and rightly so. He won the first penalty, so it was only fair he got to take it. And the second one, well, he was just on fire, wasn't he? It's a small detail, but it's an interesting insight into Maresca's management style. He's not afraid to shake things up, to do things differently. And you know what? I like it. It keeps things fresh, keeps the players on their toes. Now, there's been a lot of talk about the goalkeeping situation at Chelsea. Kepa gone, Edouard Mendy out injured. It's a straight shootout between Robert Sanchez and Philip Jorgensen for that number 1 jersey. Sanchez got the nod in this one, and he didn't put a foot wrong. He commanded his area well, made a couple of smart saves when called upon, and looked assured with the ball at his feet. But let's not forget about young Jorgensen. He's a real talent, and he'll be breathing down Sanchez's neck all season. It's a good headache for Maresca to have, though. Healthy competition for places is what you want. It brings the best out of everyone. It'll be fascinating to see how this one pans out. So there you have it, folks. A comprehensive victory for Chelsea, and a performance full of promise. Nkunku looks like a real deal, Dewsbury Hall is staking his claim, and Reece James as a center-back? Well, it's certainly food for thought. It's still early days, of course, but there are definitely signs that Chelsea are heading in the right direction under Enzo Maresca. The new manager's influence is already evident, and the players seem to be buying into his philosophy. Let's see what the rest of preseason holds. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of the action.